Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Real Film Nerds Podcast, where two normal old men talk about movies. Because, yeah, Mike, we're technically old men now.
Matt, are we old men? Like, I haven't gotten the low T warning thing, the testosterone. Have you got that?
Warning? Like, what do you mean? Is Apple's monitoring it?
No, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people our age start taking, like, testosterone. But, I don't need that.
If it makes my hair come back, I will take it.
It might, man. Maybe you should go check out a men's health clinic.
I don't know if we have those here. And I'm not a man, Mike. I'm a boy. I'm an old boy.
Ah, okay. All right. I gotcha.
I'm not married. I don't have children. I live alone in a house with lots of toys. I'm an old boy. You're the old man.
Okay. All right. That's true. You do have a lot of toys. Old boy.
You're jealous. You're jealous. You wish you had a Boba Fett. I have like 20.
I wish I had a whole bunch of toys in boxes that I can play with.
Hell yeah. Dude, I have some that are not in boxes. You want me to go get... Here, I'll get this one right here. Like, I have a range trooper right here on my desk. Just like, pew, 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 pew.
Those listening on the podcast, he actually did have a toy that he brought out.
Look, it's a range trooper. It's from Solo.
Yeah,
I think this was like one of the best new stormtroopers introduced. I mean, it's just cool. Magnetic shoes. I mean, come on.
Does he miss as bad as the other guys?
Of course.
That's good.
It's a requirement, Mike. It's a requirement. The only successful stormtrooper was Han Solo. Spoilers for Solo. I don't know if he technically is a stormtrooper. He was a pilot, but he did wear a stormtrooper outfit at one point. So anyways, all right, I will get off the topic of Star Wars because I can talk about the wars all day long. I love myself some wars. Mike, we're here to discuss a franchise addition to a franchise that you love deeply, dearly, because it has strong, sweaty, muscly men in it, at least most of the films. Mike, we're here talking about the Hulu original, Prey, which is a prequel to The Predator.
Yeah, Matt, I'm excited to talk about this one, and I am a big fan of Predator. So before I give my opinion of it, I'll just go ahead and do the rundown.
Okay, fine. Let's see. Now, for those of you who are doing the drinking game of can Mike pronounce the names properly, get your shots ready. Here we go.
All right. So it was directed by Dan Trachtenberg, written by...
we even went over that one 9 times. Come on. Try it again. And I'm not editing this out. This is staying in. This is hilarious. There you go. There's your first drink, people. There's your first drink.
Dan Trachtenberg.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
right.
Got it, Mike. I know you get nervous, and I'm just busting your balls now, but that was fun. Okay, so there's one drink.
Okay, so it was also written by Dan Trachtenberg, Patrick Aison, and it's based on characters by Jim Thomas. This movie is starring Amber Midthunder, Dakota Beavers, Dane DeLagrio, Stormy Kipp. And the origin story of the Predator in the world of the Comanche Nation 300 years ago, Naru, a skilled warrior, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on the earth.
All right, so for those of you keeping count, that's at least 4 drinks because Mike added a couple words to the summary, and he did not pronounce Patrick Aison correctly. I probably didn't pronounce it correctly either, but I'm not the one under the microscope, right, Mike?
That's right.
Dude, I like this. This is a new drinking game. I think this is awesome. Okay, all right. Go ahead. Now you can give your opinion about Prey. One of my first opinions, I'll just throw it out there right off the bat, just to, create some fodder. This should have been released in the theaters. Disney, drop the fucking ball. This should have been in the theaters. It should not have been on direct to Hulu. Do like Paramount, release it on Hulu at the same time as it's in the theaters. This movie would have been so much better in the theaters.
Yeah, this was a cool movie, man. I didn't know really what I was getting. I didn't see the trailer for it or anything. I just went and watched it because, it was a Predator movie. So I was like, cool. And it's really pretty. Like, the beginning shots of this movie are just, it's neat. Like, and then, as it gets going, things change. But, like, it was, I don't know. I like this. This is entertaining, dude.
So Dan Trachtenberg has done several films and shows, mostly TV shows. He's directed Black Mirror. He has directed the TV show The Boys. He has directed 10 Cloverfield Lane. So this is a guy that is very seasoned, mostly with television shows, but I love how good he is with a camera. The cinematography and the different shots he produced in this film were absolutely beautiful. Some of the shots make zero sense on where they came from or how they came, and we can discuss that in spoilers because that's a big spoiler part. But, I mean, overall, the thing is just gorgeous. The scenery is very beautiful. The animals in it are beautiful. The dress that the tribe was wearing, the dress that the other people, not to spoil it, were wearing. This movie really, really deserves to be on the big screen, and I feel that's one of the biggest things that detracts it from the film for me, because I would have loved to have seen this in the theater. I think it would have been phenomenal.
Yeah, this is a good movie, man. It was fun. It was a lot better than, like, I didn't really know what to expect, and I didn't realize it was like a prequel. I didn't know anything about it, and maybe that was cool. I just knew it had a Predator in it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it. And yeah, this is the most successful movie that they've had on Hulu streaming. From what I saw, they said they've already racked in more time, I guess, is how they track some of that, like how much people have watched it.
Yeah, that's how they do it, I think, on Netflix and Paramount and all the other streaming services, Peacock and whatever. They track it based on how many hours it has been watched, like not like turned off, but like watched and like kept on. I believe. I don't know. Everybody has their own magic that they do on their streaming services, is what it is. But I really enjoyed this film. I thought this was a really good film. I had a lot of fun. But I think one reason why it didn't hit the theaters, Mike, why Disney was hesitant, the last Predators film bombed, dude. That thing was horrible. And the couple before that, the Alien versus Predators films were not very good either. Not the Alien versus Predators, but the other ones, the ones that you really like. I'm forgetting the name. Stars Magneto. I think those are mostly considered alien movies, though. Prometheus.
Oh, yeah.
That trilogy, I think that's mostly considered alien trilogy, but those were really, really good. But there hasn't been a decent, in my opinion, there has not been a decent Predator film since Predator 2. And yes, I'm one of the people that did enjoy Predator 2.
Well, I liked that. What was that Adrian Brody Predator movie? That one wasn't bad.
I don't know, dude. I like the concept of that one, but I think the execution was poor. The concept of that one was really cool. I think that was one. So the newest one was called Predators with an S. I believe that one was called The Predator.
I think so.
Does that sound right? Yeah, but I like the concept of that one because that took you out of the element of Earth and put you on a world that was just for hunting. Like, it was a hunting world it's like almost like a game preserve. And the Predators like kidnapped all these people and dropped them off there. I loved that concept. I thought that was great, and all the different people they had. I just think the execution wasn't great.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, this was a good movie though. This was a good story. I really like the Predator scenes, the tech and stuff. I liked all of it, man. I thought it was good.
No, I agree. I thought it was very good. I mean, you'll see my rating later, or you'll hear my rating later because it's an audio podcast. But Amber Midthunder, I thought she did a very good job. I recognize her from the FX television show, which I really love. If those of you who haven't seen it, it's an X-Men show. It's called Legion. Very, very trippy, beautifully shot show. She's one of the main characters in there. She does a fantastic job in that show. I barely recognized her in this, but I did recognize her because she just had that familiar look on her face. And you recognized her too, didn't you, Mike?
I did. I recognized her from the Liam Neeson movie, Taken on the Ice Road.
Yeah.
And
Taken on Ice Road. Yeah.
yeah. It was called Ice Road.
Ice
it's
Road
a
Truckers.
Netflix original. Yeah.
I remember seeing that in the theater. That was fun. God, what podcast was that? I think we're in the hundreds then.
I don't know.
Because now we're at 284. You know what we should do? Even though we do it every milestone, we should do like a really big giveaway for like 300. Like something up to like $100.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe we should do.
Like a gift card or something?
No, I'm thinking, well, we'd have to get whoever would win it, we'd have to do it through Amazon if they're okay with that. But what I'm thinking is maybe like a box set, like a really special box set.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dude, we'll discuss this off air, but I'm thinking like Godfather or like, something maybe like Star Wars, like the complete collection of Star Wars, or maybe like the complete Back to the Future trilogy, something you and I are passionate about, and we'll just send it to someone.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I think that'd be fun.
Or
that'd be a cool contest.
The Indiana Jones trilogy.
Dude, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think let's do that. Okay. So we discussed it on air. That just came out of my head. Literally, we have not talked about that, but I think that will be fun. Email us, text us, Facebook us, Instagram us. Give us your suggestions because we're going to do something. We're coming up on 300. We do something every 100 episodes. We're coming up on 300. We got to do it. It'll be fun. Okay. Anyways, so speaking of giveaways, Mike, let's go ahead and roll into a real giveaway. We got another one, man. This is like 3 weeks in a row. Paramount is just killing it, dude. They're just killing it. They love us.
All right, man. Well, let's roll into it.
So this week, Paramount hooked us up with some digital rental codes for Redbox for a brand new film that just came out. I believe it was direct to digital, direct on demand, whatever they want to call it. It's called Wifelike. It's a sci-fi kind of movie about robots. I don't want to say robots. It's more artificial intelligence than anything that look human. And how they help out. And it stars Jonathan Rhys Meyers. I watched the trailer. I'm excited for you guys. I think this will be a fun one. Might as well check it out. Why not? So, Mike, what should our listeners do to be entered in a drawing to get a free rental of Wifelike?
Maybe just tell us the last sci-fi movie they watched and if they liked it.
Cool. Perfect. Well, mine is Prey, and I liked it.
Boom.
All right, kids, let me get down to the business, and we'll continue with the pod, because I'm sure Mike is exhausted and needs to go to bed. But anyways, here we go. Jonathan Rhys Meyers stars in the sci-fi thriller Wifelike, now streaming on Redbox. In the near future, an artificial human begins to question her reality as memories of the past life begin to resurface in a world where nothing is as it seems. You can stream Wifelike instantly on Redbox On Demand today. It is rated R, and again, it's from our dear friends over at Paramount Pictures. I just can't say thank you enough. Seriously, they have been just awesome these past couple months. Thank you for all the giveaways, Paramount. We're loving it. Our listeners are loving it. Keep it coming. We'll do the best we can on our side.
Yeah, thanks, Paramount. This one looks fun, man. Wifelike, it looks like a kind of a trippy sci-fi movie, and I'm interested in watching it.
Yeah, dude. But, Mike, I'm sorry, you can't enter the contest. You are a host. These codes are for our listeners. So there you go. Mike, you'll have to rent it. You're just going to have to hit up Redbox. You can do it. I know you know where there is one. It's right around the corner from your house. You've taken me there before. You can do it.
Yeah, there is one right around the corner. So, yep.
All right, Mike. So let's do it. Continue with our show. It is now your turn because we're about halfway through.
Yes. Okay, Matt. Now it's come to the time when I need to ask you, what are you drinking for this fine morning, evening, or afternoon?
Mike, thank you for questioning my alcoholic beverage choice. I went with a lighter beer because I am fat, so I am drinking a Michelob Ultra.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
It's just it is what it is. I like a nice, it's been hot, it's been rainy, it's been humidity. I just want something lighter, and an Ultra is a lighter beer. So, and I'm fat.
Okay, I'm continuing the trend of drinking something a little bit lighter because I'm still getting through them. And I had myself
Bud Light Lime.
Yeah, Bud Light Lime.
Yes. Woo! I just really maxed out my microphone there. Sorry, everybody. So there you go. Mike and I don't know. I don't think Michelob Ultra is Anheuser-Busch, is it? Ugh. I'm looking now. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. I think so.
It is. There
Michelob?
It is on the bottom.
Yeah.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri, 4.2 alcohol volume. Mike, we are both drinking Anheuser-Busch beverages today. Wow. I think that's the first time the both of us have had the same brewery at the same pod.
That is true. I think so.
I want to say it's impressive, but it's not because they're very, well-known beers. So, all right. My turn, Mike. But it's your turn, but it's my turn. What is today's incredible beer-based dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand, though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh, though. Dad jokes.
Well, Matt, I actually got one that's themed with the pod.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Does it have to do with something like chicken or prey?
So, what did the buffalo say to his son when he left for work?
Oh, God, this is going to be bad, isn't it? It's going to be like, don't get skinned or something.
No,
Oh, okay.
Matt. Bye, son.
Bye, son. God damn it. I got to think like dad. I got to think like a dad. See, that's the problem. I don't think like a dad. I haven't created life in this world. So, I mean, I guess all my images and my artistic things are creating some life for whatever. I lost it. But yeah, no, I don't think like a dad. So sorry, I went dark. I went skinning. But yes, Mike, there are skinned buffaloes in this film now that we're getting towards the point of spoilers. But yeah, on point, Mike. Nailed it.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of do something.
You succeeded. You did well. Mike, I'm really thoroughly impressed, honestly. I mean, you did it. Like I'm sure it's hard to find themed jokes in the book. So I'm impressed. I really am.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Okay, so now my part that I love, even though you have to do it, I think it's a fair trade-off. You have to find all this shit out, and I have to do everything else. So, hey, Mike, how does Prey relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. For this one, I had to go a little bit deeper in the cast and crew, but I was able to find the composer for this, which is just Sarah Schachner. And she also worked on Iron Man 3 as an arranger and programmer for the music department. So she's working her way up, and now she was the composer for this movie.
Mike, did you pronounce her name right, though? Because that sounded a little hesitant. So maybe our listeners need to take a drink. Because I'm going to take a drink.
Okay. Well, I think so.
Okay. All right. Fine, Mike. Fine. So now we're at the point where we can discuss the spoilers that we were alluding to earlier. Mike, one of the most badass Predator scenes I've ever seen in my life. I don't know where the hell it came from, but that whole burned forest where the Predator is just destroying an entire legion of French people, French trappers and French army men, whatever the hell they are, French something. God, dude, that was awesome.
That was awesome. I don't know exactly what it was either. Maybe there was just like, I think it was maybe supposed to be a fire. Like,
I think it was supposed to be a forest fire, but we don't see any mention of it. We don't see it anywhere until the Predator starts killing people. So that's why I'm saying it was beautiful. I have no idea where it came from. No explanation, but my God, that scene was awesome. I mean, seriously, that's one of the coolest Predator murdering everything scenes I've ever seen.
that was a cool scene, Matt. You're right. It was well done. It was well shot. I have no idea, Matt. Maybe there was something that got cut out on editing, like that would have explained that better. But hey, whatever. It was. You just roll with it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I know. You know, I know they were talking about setting up a trap and they were the bait and all that stuff. So maybe the French dudes lit the forest on fire and did that on purpose, but they don't explain it or anything. So that's where I'm kind of thinking. The other scene that I really, really, really liked was the introduction of the Predator. It's like our first glimpse of the full Predator. God, dude, that was very creative, but holy hell was it graphic. He gets that grizzly bear and just cuts it open because he's completely invisible, and just his whole invisible body is just covered with blood. I'm like, wow, that is how you introduce the Predator right there.
Yeah, no, man, that was cool. And then while one of our main characters was watching from like kind of a safe spot.
Yeah, it was clearly a beaver den. That's what it had to be. That's what it looked like. I think they talk about it. They go back and forth a lot throughout the film about how when the Predator doesn't see you as a threat, he doesn't kill you because he's a hunter. He wants a challenge. And so he did not, even if he saw her, he did not see her as a threat. That's why he didn't go after her.
Yeah. Yep. No, that was cool. It was neat to see the stuff like the how they realized that the body temperature, if you could keep him cold, he didn't see you.
Right.
Yeah, and like they had some sort of medicine or whatever. What was it called? Orange flower or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it was some kind of flower, it was definitely a flower because those were petals of a flower where you ate it and it had a healing power to it, but it also dropped your body temperature low enough to the point where the Predator didn't see you anymore, which is pretty awesome. I mean, I was wondering how they were going to introduce it because that's how you always beat the Predator, because it's not just that they have infrared like systems, like that's their native vision is infrared, which is interesting.
Yeah. I didn't expect, I'm not going to say how it happened, but I didn't expect how the ending was. I really thought it was going to be different, and I thought that was super creative how that worked out.
Okay. I thought the ending was a little too quick and a little too simplified, a little too easy, where in the original Predator with Arnold, I mean, that final battle goes on for a while,
Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying I kind of expected more, but I'm not dissatisfied with it. I'm very happy with the outcome and how it came to it. It just kind of seemed almost too easy, but it was, an hour and a half long Predator film, which I applaud it. Thank you for doing an hour and a half. Just shows you can get an entire story done in an hour and a half. It doesn't have to be a 2 or 2.5 or 3 hour long movie.
Yeah, no, and I think it did well. There was build up to actually seeing the Predator. It wasn't until like maybe 30 minutes or so, or maybe even 40, that you actually see him. And like you said, it's the reveal is with the bear.
Yeah, no, dude, that was awesome. That was really cool. So, okay, Mike, what else do you want to discuss about this film? Like,
So one thing I didn't really like, and this is just a complaint by me, really,
Okay.
is when the French trappers were talking, like it was in, like I had subtitles on and it was in French.
Really?
So I didn't know what they were talking about.
Interesting. Well, I didn't know what they were talking about because they were speaking French. And it didn't come off as French to me, but I don't know a lot of French people, so I wouldn't know either. One thing I have to say, talking about languages in this film, I don't know if you know this, Mike, but you can dub the whole film in Comanche. They have captions for Comanche. Not dub, but captions.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think that was neat, actually. Yeah. No, I didn't know that. But yeah, I just, sometimes it annoys me when they have like a bunch of language being spoken and I don't know what they're saying. Like, you kind of got the gist with most of this movie and what they're doing and stuff, but I kind of wanted to know what they're saying.
No, I understand that. I understand. I've seen a lot of films where they do that, and they also keep the subtitles in the native language just so that you don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they're trying to put you more in the seat of the main character, which sometimes that works and sometimes it fails miserably. In this one, it was fine. It didn't bother me at all. For me, like, I knew they were French. It came off as French, but not really. So it almost seemed like I was in the main character's shoes. Gosh, I'm forgetting her name already. Naru. It felt like I was in Naru's shoes because it didn't sound like French. It just kind of sounded like gibberish to me.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I thought it was just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. So what do you think about the Predator himself?
I thought he was interesting. I liked that he was a little bit like less high tech as the ones that we've seen in following movies. Like, he looked like he was a little bit more primitive, I guess, and I like that because that goes with the story that, they have evolved, right? They've gotten better stuff and all that. So I thought that was cool. I like that he didn't have like a laser. He had like arrows. I mean, still terrifying arrows, but arrows.
Yeah, I don't think they were arrows. They were just like metal, like shafts or like darts. But I guess the easiest way to describe them is arrows. But yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That's one of the things I really applaud them on this, is that the Predator himself is a little bit more primitive. He's still significantly advanced, even to compare to what we have today in our world. He's still very advanced, but it shows you that humans evolve and so do the Predators. The Predators become better hunters and cooler stuff. Like his, it's not even like a full helmet. It's just like almost like a headpiece. It's not even like metal or anything. It's made out of bone.
Yeah, it looked like it was like some other creature that he had killed partly and then he modified to use.
Right, and I thought it was great, You've never seen a Predator with a shield? Like, he had a shield, like a normal shield, not like the other Predators that have the shield that goes around their body. It's just a normal shield, and that's how he's deflecting bullets. So when they're shooting at him and he's not stopping them with that shield, they're hitting him. They're going in him. Granted, it's black powder, but...
Yeah, our Predator in this movie gets messed up, man. Like, he definitely takes some hits.
Oh yeah, and I liked it. I liked that aspect of it. I hope this. I'm being optimistic, but I hope this is the start of a new trilogy for Dan Trachtenberg. I think it would be cool. Give us the 1800s next. Give us like the early 1900s. Something like that. Or hell, go back even farther. Give us Prey. Not Prey, but give us Predator with the Vikings.
Oh, that'd be good.
There's so many possibilities now, but I think this is supposed to, they don't say he's like the first Predator on Earth, but he's one of the first. So you could go back farther if you want to. I don't know. I think they had a success. I really hope they have more. So I'm being optimistic.
Yeah. I did like in this movie how the storyline kind of is the Comanche kind of had like they had the predator thing going on, but then they also had like stuff going on with like a mountain lion, and then they also had some stuff going on with these French people who they didn't know what was going on, except like they stepped on one of their traps and then found all these like murdered animals with like just their fur, like, so it was interesting, like all the things that were happening. They're like, what is all this?
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think the story was really, really good. There was a lot more going on than just the Predator, but the Predator was kind of the bulk of the story, in a way, because the bulk of the story was more about Naru and her journey to be a warrior. And it wasn't that she wanted to be a warrior because she's a chick. She wanted to be a warrior to be a warrior, period. Like, it wasn't like, I have something to prove. It was just she wanted to be a warrior. And I thought that was pretty awesome that they didn't do that kind of shit with this story.
Yeah, it was about her trying to be, warrior, but like, then, there's all the other stuff. So yeah, it was a good story, man. It's a good story.
It was. Okay, Mike, I think we're at that section where you tell me how many reels you give Prey, and then I tell you how many reels I give it, and then we talk about the movie that we're going to talk about next week. Sound good?
All right, Matt. So I'm going to give this 4.5 reels. I had a great time. This should be in theaters. I agree, Matt.
4.5. Holy cow, dude. That's 2 weeks in a row. You beat me by a lot.
It's okay, man.
So I give it 3.5 reels because I wish it was in the theaters.
Okay, that's fine.
So, dude, but you are partial to Predator. You love your Predator. I love Predator too, but I think you like Predator a bit more than me.
Yeah, I've always had a fine place in my heart ever since I saw Jesse the Body and Arnold Schwarzenegger take on the Predator.
Yeah, dude. I've listened to some things, people discussing the original film, and the thing that's so awesome about the Predator is that it doesn't matter how much of a badass you are. It's more about ingenuity and overcoming the technological hurdles that the Predator has. It doesn't matter if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger or if you're Naru, this young teenage girl. It's about overcoming his advantages and exploiting his weaknesses. And that's what it's awesome about the Predator films.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay, so next week we're talking about a film. I don't know, is it my pick or is it your pick? Because I just threw out a suggestion.
I'm not sure anymore, man.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't even know anymore.
I'll just go with mine. I'll go with me. It'll be me. And then you can pick next week, Mike. So this is a little film just dropped on Netflix. It looks like a lot of fun to me. I haven't watched the trailer. I haven't read anything much about it. It stars Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco. It's about a vampire hunter. And it just looks fun.
Yeah, man. I think Snoop D-O double G's in it.
He does. He makes an appearance as well. And it is a Netflix original. Like I said, it just dropped last Friday, I believe. So we're about a week behind. Whatever. That's fine. But check it out. I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be another nice murdering film. But I think this one will have a lot of humor in it versus our Prey where it was just murdering.
Yes, there wasn't too much humor. Just a little bit. Very little.
Yeah. I think this one will have a lot more humor. And as much murdering, if not more. Because they're killing vampires.
It's true, man. It's true.
So, all right, Mike. Well, I guess that's it. I don't know what else we can talk about. Hit up our, giveaway again.
Yeah. Hit up our getaway. Make sure to tell us the sci-fi movie that you last saw and whether you liked it or not. And then you can get a chance to win Wife-Like from Paramount Pictures. And yeah, man. I guess thanks for listening, everybody. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Meta, whatever it's called these days. And go out there, stream some movies, go watch a movie in the theater. The theaters could need you. I mean, Did you see, Matt, Top Gun, made more money last weekend? It's just crazy.
Dude, Top Gun, seriously, that one, I don't want to spoil it yet, but if we get lucky, if we get really, really lucky, we might have Top Gun as a giveaway, which would
that'd
be
be awesome.
Yeah, but dude, seriously, that movie, it just goes to show you it's not about the woke culture. It's not about remakes. It's not about that shit. It's about doing a good frickin' story and shooting it well and having somewhat well-known actors in it. Period. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. And you can have a successful movie. People keep doing all this shit, breaking the formulas. No. Good story, good cinematography, good acting. That's it. That's it.
Seems too simple, Matt. Seems too simple.
Yes. I don't know. Hey, so Mike, question since we're now talking again. Would you consider Day Shift a sci-fi movie because it's about vampires?
Oh, probably not, man. Probably a horror movie.
Horror movie. Okay. Just I was thinking about that as you were talking.
Yeah. I mean, likely I would consider it a horror movie.
Dude, what is number one in the box office right now? Do you know?
Yeah, the Bullet Train.
Is it Bullet Train again? Nice. Dude, I really did like that movie. That movie was really, really a lot of fun. That was our last episode. Real Film Nerds episode number 230.
83.
Huh?
83.
83? 283? Damn it.
Yeah, because we're on 284.
Right. Damn it. Now I'm second guessing myself. I'm going to go to the website and look. This is just going to be a long podcast. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
283. Damn it. See, this is why you need to sleep, eat your vegetables, don't eat KFC, don't eat Popeyes, don't eat Chick-fil-A. That's kind of the diet I've been on. It's hard when it's literally 3 minutes from your house. Those spicy chicken sandwiches, I don't know, man. There's something in them. There's just something in them. I think it's cocaine.
Well, on that fun note, everybody, thanks for listening once again, and make sure to catch us on the next pod.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Matt Hinshaw from the Real Film Nerds podcast in studio this morning on Magic 99.1, licking his wounds.
I'm not looking at anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Matt's a Rattler fan, and I'm a Wrangler fan, and the Wranglers won the IFL championship this weekend. And yeah, I mean, that's just the way it goes.
I don't know if you can call me a Rattler fan. I mean, they give me money to photograph them.
Right,
so.
but you're sitting here arguing with me about who the better team was this year.
I was at the game. Someone wasn't at the games or watched them, even though I offered her tickets.
No, I didn't go to any games this year, but I'm still proud of the Wranglers because
no, I'm proud too. What they've done has been wonderful. They went from dead last to first, which is quite the accomplishment in literally 2 seasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm not going to knock them on that.
Okay, now that we're on the air, you're not going to knock them.
No, I've said this from the start. When there was the playoff games, I had many people from here come up and go, "Who are you rooting for?" I had people down there that said, "You better be wearing that black shirt because we're the ones paying you." Yeah. So
yeah, money talks.
All my friends can say whatever they want, but one team pays me money to take photographs. The other one,
I got it.
I will keep it mute.
Okay, very good. We're here to talk about the movies anyway, so
sure.
It doesn't really matter. We're talking about the movie Prey on Hulu this weekend. Just came out?
No, it came out 2 weeks ago, I think, something like that.
Okay, 2 weeks ago. And what'd you think?
Do you like The Predator?
The show The Predator?
No, not To Catch a Predator. No. Not that. Not on the MSNBC show where they invite people and they're like, "We got you. We're taking you to jail."
That actually was pretty entertaining. That show was pretty entertaining.
If you had this Predator crossed with that, he'd be even more entertaining because he'd come in there, cut people in half, dismember them, pull their spines out, the usual.
It's a monster movie, correct?
It's not a monster movie, but it's a Predator movie. Did you ever see the original Predator
I don't know,
with Arnold Schwarzenegger from '87?
Yes. Was that when the monster monster came out of that person's mouth like this?
No, that's an alien. That's alien. That's aliens. It's close. There are Alien versus Predator movies.
Okay,
yes,
I'm getting somewhere. Okay.
You are.
Okay, no, I never saw Predator.
No, Predator's the one where he turns invisible and he hunts down an entire squad.
Why would I see that movie?
Because it's awesome.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. So was this as awesome?
Yes, this was good.
Yes,
It's not as good as the original, but it was pretty good. It takes place in the 1700s, and the Predator is hunting down a Comanche tribe or a group of Comanches.
Okay.
And it's
who wins? I want the Comanches to win. Just saying.
Of course. I mean, that's super spoilers, Lisa.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
But in the original Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger wins. Everybody else is wiped out.
Right.
In this one, the lead character wins. Everybody else is pretty much wiped out.
Okay.
So,
well, yeah, it's kind of predictable. How many reels are you going to give it?
I give it 3.5.
3.5. So it's good, but
yeah, I think it should have been in the theaters.
Okay.
I think Disney dropped the ball by putting this out on Hulu instead of putting it in the theaters.
Okay.
I think it was made for theaters.
It was because of the high action, correct? And the special
high
effects.
action. It was shot beautifully.
Yeah.
Very, very pretty. It's I'm not sure what area, but it's mountains and plains, and I mean it's gorgeous. The cinematography is very, very good.
Okay, interesting. All right, well let's see what Ma Hinshaw thinks about Prey coming up on Magic.
Tired Grandma.
How's it going, Ma Hinshaw on Magic 99.1? You're still tired, huh?
Yes, because baby's still in the hospital, so it's back and forth.
Matt just told me I had no idea the entire Cinco Cities will say a really nice prayer to get baby Janice home. How's that?
That's great. So far, we're looking at maybe next Tuesday.
Okay.
We hope.
Okay. We'll shoot for next Tuesday. Hopefully I'll get good news next Monday.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me, you saw the movie Prey. What'd you think?
I thought the scenery was beautiful, and the girl was great, but I wasn't as thrilled with this. This, to me, was not as frightening as the original Predator.
Okay. Tell me why. I mean, just the special effects or the monster wasn't as scary or what?
Well, he was in it so much.
Yeah.
You know, the original, you knew there was something bad doing something there, but you didn't see him.
Yes.
This one, you saw him a whole lot more. There, to me, there wasn't as many oops kind of things as in the old one.
Okay.
But that's just because I'm comparing that, and I felt sad that he had to wipe out the animals, but it's okay. He wiped out a lot of people, too.
No, do not touch the animals. I agree with you, Ma Hinshaw.
You have to understand, he was murdering the animals because he's hunting trophies, because that's what the predators do. They hunt trophies.
Oh, okay.
So he gets the creatures that are attacking him and murders them and takes their skulls.
Okay.
And those are his trophies.
Sounds like a ton of fun. How many cookies you giving it, Ma Hinshaw?
Oh. Well, I'll give it a 3. I mean, it's worth watching.
Okay.
But not, as great as the first one was just really frightening.
Right. 3 cookies. That's about what Matt gave it, 3.5. Tell me, were there any snoozes, any snores during the movie?
Uh-oh, yes.
How many snores?
There were 2 or 3. My daughter was watching it with me, and she said, but very short snoozes.
Okay.
Not real long.
Very good. Ma Hinshaw, thank you for chiming in this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you. And I'm proud of your team. Yay.
Oh, thanks, Ma Hinshaw. You have a great week. We'll chat with you next Monday.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. So what movie?
So you let her slide, and she's a true Rattlers fan.
She
has so many T-shirts and footballs and screams and yells.
Never said a word except for congratulations.
I mean, you should see her at a Rattlers game, 3 margaritas in.
I'm going to go to one with her next season. Yeah.
It would be a blast.
What movie are you watching this week?
Okay, so we're going to watch another movie about murdering.
Oh, great.
And so right up your alley.
Yeah.
This one just came out on Netflix this past week.
Okay.
It's called Day Shift.
Day Shift.
It stars Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco.
Okay.
It is about a hardworking dad who is trying to provide for his daughter using a normal stand-up person job as a front for his vampire killing business.
Fantastic, you guys.
It's supposed to be really funny too, because it's Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that
so
makes
it's
sense.
supposed to be like a horror comedy kind of action movie. I think it'll be great. I think you need to sit down and watch it too, Lisa.
That's my kind of movie.
It is. It's definitely your jam.
Check out the podcast. It's called The Real Film Nerds. Matt, as always, thanks for sitting in on a Monday morning on what station?
Magnificent Magical Magic 99.1.
All right, I'll take it.